Hi, James. How did you find out about the trade, first of all? Or, I mean, I'm sorry, the signing.
It's kind of funny. Like even back to a few years ago, it seemed like it was a team that was interested in bringing me aboard and going through the free agency process when they had started showing some interest. It just seemed like a good fit, and especially I think with the trajectory of where the team is trying to go, really trying to make a push, trying to make the playoffs next year. So that was exciting to me, and then obviously all the history of it being an original six place is obviously super exciting too, and have a lot of familiarity with a lot of guys already on the team too. So it definitely checked a lot of boxes in that way.
They're obviously a team that is very desperate to end what's become a very long playoff drought and get back in. How do you think you can help that effort?
Yeah, I think just with that everyday sort of approach, I think just being consistent day in day out, just worrying about the next day. I think that's obviously the most important thing. The season again, you're going to have these ups and downs, but I think the teams that find a way to have that consistent approach every day and give themselves a chance to win every night, all the little things like that start to add up over the course of an 82 game year. So I think obviously that having the experience of being through a bunch of different things over the course of my career. Hopefully, it can be a help. And then I think again, obviously, with kind of my where I kind of see myself fitting in with the lineup and stuff like that, I think I can help in that way too. So all sorts of those for all sorts of those reasons, yeah, it's exciting for me.
You mentioned you have familiarity with guys on the team. I mean, have you heard from Patrick Kane? Is it pretty cool? I mean, you guys have history going back to the to the draft, 20 years.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's one of my really good buddies, and we've obviously been kind of through this whole journey over the years together in a lot of ways through some different USA hockey things and some different things over the years with training or bouncing ideas off each other for stuff like that. So really exciting that we get a chance um, to do all that. But yeah, it's actually funny. Yesterday, I was on the ice with Justin Hall right around the time when I was making my choice what was going to happen. So he was actually the first guy there to find out. So that was funny. But yeah, like I said before, I have some familiarity with those two, a bunch of other guys as well, Larks, DeBrinket. Probably forgetting some other names right now, but again, that also is a thing that was appealing to is just having that comfortability with a lot of guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, hi James. I think it was a couple of years ago at the trade deadline. There was like rumors, reports that you were coming here. Did you think that that was going to happen back then?
Yeah, it seemingly got pretty close there. So yeah, that goes back to what I mentioned before about like the history of there being some interest, and obviously the same management team in place now that there was there a few years ago. So I think that as a player, kind of brings you a little bit more comfortability and kind of knowing that have a vision for you as far as what you bring to the table and how it might fit in with the team. So that certainly makes part of the fit more exciting too.
And have you gotten a chance yet to talk to Todd about just your fit here, where he sees you, just anything in general there?
No, I haven't gotten a chance to talk with him yet, but I think especially over the last few years, you kind of I think as you get older in your career, obviously you have kind of your calling cards as a player, and I think too you have to find ways to be a bit more versatile and add value in different ways to a team, and being able to contribute in different ways. So I think I've definitely been able to add some different things to my game that can make me be able to play in different spots all over the lineup. So obviously, again, coming into camp, I'm sure that's what we'll try to again as a team figure out how all the puzzle pieces start to fit together. But I think again, as you get older and more experienced, I think again you try to balance out those two things of playing to your kind of your identity and your calling card, but also knowing being adaptable and versatile and being able to play in different type of roles with different type of players. It can all be good things when you're trying to help a team win games. I think for me, ultimately, I think greatest strength is probably my hockey IQ and hockey sense, and just knowing, and that can fall into a lot of different categories, but just knowing how to play the game, knowing how to manage the game, being able to fit in with kind of different styles of players and different roles, and just kind of trying to be ultra aware of these sorts of things where, again, as you, like I mentioned before, like you always kind of have, everyone has like their calling card, maybe as a player, is what they do best and what they do well and what got them to this point. And I think as you kind of, again, get older a little bit, just having some more kind of clubs in your bag to be able to play a different role or to be able to value different parts of the game becomes more and more important. So I think that's what you learn as you the longer you play. And yeah, I think just being able to have that adaptable sort of mindset, so that again, whether you're playing or no matter what situation it is, especially teams, first line, fourth line, more offensive role, more defensive role, you kind of know the different parts of what goes into that, the details that go into that are important.
Everybody kind of talks about your net front play, James. I mean, a lot of goals against the Red Wings back in the day that way. Where'd that develop, or how'd you come up with that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was lucky. I think again, like when you come into the league, like I feel like there's a lot of guys that are very talented, and um, but being able to channel that in a way where you can carve out a niche or a role for yourself is so important. So I was lucky. My first couple years in Philly, I had Chris Pronger, who was on the team at that point, and Joe Mullen, and kind of hours I spent on the ice before and after practice with those guys, like working on tipping pucks, working on just like little plays around the net with touch and feel and skill and timing and positioning. You'll kind of learn some of that over just the reps of playing it. But I think they kind of at that point just helped steer me in a good direction for that, because I think again, everyone wants to work hard, everyone wants to get better, everyone wants to contribute. Sometimes there's seemingly so many different balls in the air, and you want to get better, but what's the best route to do that? Where do I spend most of my time to try to really grow and get better and find a role as a player? So I think that early on, I think really helped steer me in that direction, where that could be something that I was good at, and that could be kind of my calling card as a player. And that's just something, again, I take a lot of pride in and put a lot of work in at over the years.
I'm curious, I mean, obviously around here, did you watch some of Thomas Holmstrom? I mean, he's about as good as it gets that way.
Yeah, absolutely. That was again when I was playing at the U.S. program, watching a lot of those games too, for sure. And obviously, when I came into the league, that was kind of the heyday of the Red Wings there. And I know you usually felt lucky on your shift if you even got a chance to touch the puck, just because of how those guys used to play. But yeah, that was definitely a guy over the years that I watched, kind of how he went about what he did in his craft, and tried to pull some different things from him. So.
Did you and Kane are still kind of like joke around? It's like, man, we're still here. I mean, do you joke around with him about that, or?
Yeah, for sure. We'll have our laughs about that. I think there was one game in last year in Columbus, maybe, where he had a couple points and I had a couple points. And I want to say, I think he said something to me on one of the faceoffs after like he scored and we were going out there. He's like, "We still got it," or something like that. But no, it's I think again, especially speaking to him, just the love that he has for the game, and it's fun to kind of be around and be in kind of his orbit for some of that, because I think. Again, I think that's something that maybe gets taken for granted at times, how much passion guys have for it, and how much guys enjoy the day to day of what it takes to play at this level. So obviously, he kind of has set the standard for that, and looking at all that he's accomplished in his career, and he's still hungry for more. It's an infectious thing to be around.